It's time for Lake TV's LOZ Premier Properties from Slumberland at the lake. And now your host, Michelle Leisman.
Welcome to this week's episode of LOZ Premier Properties. With more shoreline than the entire state of California, the opportunities here at the lake are limitless. We're joined with Matt Shrimp and Jessica Bruce to look at a couple different aspects of owning real estate here at the lake. And then we've got the beautiful Pamela Quinn with Lake Days Rentals that talks about the different aspects that you have for renting some of your properties out. Or if you want to just come visit, check it out before you buy, she's your gal. Stay tuned for this week's episode of LOZ Premier Properties. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's hard to believe summer's almost gone and we're starting our Labor Day sale. What's that mean for you? Your best night's sleep ever at a great price. You need to come check out the Stearns & Fosters. We're up to $900 off of adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedics up to $700 off. And the new purples, come check those out at up to $800 off. You get sale prices and free financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture. We're bringing happy home.
Are you ready to own your own piece of paradise and build wealth through real estate? Whether you are planning to relocate and live in paradise full-time or looking to buy a second home or investment property, my team and I can help. I'm Michelle Leisman, Senior Loan Officer with the Leisman Mortgage Team at First State Bank. And I know the journey because I've been on this journey. I bought my first piece of paradise here at the Lake of the Ozarks at the age of 18. Let's make your dream a reality. Contact me today. While the lake has so many beautiful properties for sale, and we're going to dive into a couple of those with the listing agents, I also want to share a few new on the market properties that you might want to check out. We have 103 Red Fox Run Drive. It's a 3,700 square foot home, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, listed for $1.2 million. You could check out a condo located at 138 Oak Harbor Drive, Unit 6E. That's over in Camdenton. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, listed for $295,000. Then we're gonna hop over to Rocky Mount for a single-family home located at 31268 Lakeview Drive. It's 2,700 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4-bath for only $949,000. The other one in Rocky Mount is also a condo located at 64 Knox Road, Unit N505. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo listed at $345,000. I hope you enjoy browsing a few of these new on the market listings. Stay tuned while we bring on a couple of our guests to dive in depth on some beautiful listings here at the lake. Welcome back, everyone. I am sitting here with the beautiful Jessica Bruce.
Oh, thank you. I love these introductions. These are great. Do you want to follow me around to parties?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. That'd be great.
I love the velvet.
You can't go. It's velvet season.
It is velvet season. I know. Love it. So start us off. Where are we going to start?
Yeah, let's start at Weston Point.
Weston Point. Okay.
Weston Point. It's located down KK. Great location by land and water. By water, you're near Paradise. You're just down the way from Shorty Pants or Redhead. And Weston Points, it's a smaller complex, a little older, built in the 80s, but beautiful. It's a stunning complex. Most of the units in there are 1-bedrooms. There are a couple, I think, that are 2-bedrooms, but just overall throughout the years, really well maintained. It's always a good group of people that are in there. Yeah. They are nightly rentals. They are great nightly rentals. You can make money on those all day, every day, all year long.
Yeah, actually, I was reading that this complex is in the top 10% of Airbnbs nationally.
It is.
Nationally.
Can you imagine that? So you could be top 10, baby.
Top
nationwide.
10, baby. Yes, and the 1-bedrooms, they rent out. We have so many events here that those 1-bedrooms rent great.
Correct. So they do really well even in the off season because then you're competing with a hotel room. During season, 2 bedrooms do well, 3 bedrooms, big houses, anything does well. But in the off season, you're not usually coming down, with the large parties.
Yeah.
And so picking up some of those 1-bedroom condos, they do wonderfully all year long.
Very good.
Yeah.
So what are some of the amenities with this particular complex?
At Weston Point, they have private docks. This one does not come with the slip, but they do have their own private docks, laundry facilities, storage areas, stunning pool. The pool is waterfront, right on water's edge. Your blacktop to the door, just a lot of good things with this condo complex. This one will come fully furnished, turnkey, so just pack your bags and bring it on down.
Bring it on down. And how much is this one listed for?
This one's listed, I think, just under 150. I don't remember the exact number, but yeah. You can
I
get
have a
into
cheat sheet.
Oh, you do?
I do have a cheat sheet.
Give me that number.
144.5.
See, I knew it was under
You were right
150.
there. All right. Well, let's move down the road a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Up next, we've got Southwood Shores, I think.
Southwood. So
Yeah.
103 Southwood Shores Place, 1D.
1D. Okay. Yep. That again, Southwood Shores. It's another great rental complex. For a lot of them in there are 2 bedrooms. So we've gone up from the 1 bedrooms to the 2 bedrooms. I don't know that there are any 3 bedrooms in Southwood Shores. For the most part, there are a lot of 2 bedrooms. Again, in ones. Again, another great rental complex. They've got a couple pools. The pool on the point is amazing. You're pulling in just used to be the old Lafadas. I don't even know what it's called anymore. So down HH by Sergio's, Lafadas, all of the things. Yeah. By water, you're just down the way from Backwater Jacks. You could boat over to Camden on the Lake, Gator. Just a great spot.
Kind of right there in the heart of it all.
Yeah. And this one has a really good size slip. It comes with a 12 by 32. That's pretty rare in Southwood Shores. It's actually pretty rare in a lot of those older complexes. Again, a lot of them built in the 80s. There wasn't a need for a 32 or 40-foot boat
Not
slip.
that size.
Yeah, back then.
No, absolutely.
But they've got one of the bigger slips. They've renovated it beautifully. It comes fully furnished again. So great little condo. Again, you cannot beat the price. Cheat sheet under $250.
It is. It's $239.
$39.
And it also has a drive-on PWC slip.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy. I mean, so you get the big boat slip, you get the PWC slip.
Yeah.
It has white cabinets and I'm not sure what type of brand new countertops.
Yeah.
Great price.
Yeah, they renovated the whole thing. It's beautiful. It's another one I'd encourage you to check out if you're in the market and looking, again, to dip your toe or pick up investment property here at the lake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Last but certainly not least.
No.
No, not at all. Not at all. We are at Hawk's Nest Lodge.
Yes, Hawk's Nest, another great location. You're just across the Grand Glaze Bridge. You're by the villas at Grand Glaze, the inn at Grand Glaze, what used to be the old Jay Bruner's. That's where you turn to get into the property. I love Jay Bruner's. Come back. So if somebody could pick that up and just come back, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But great shopping and entertaining. You will be, if you pick this one up, you're going to be right across from the new amusement park that's coming up. So talk about rental income.
Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So 512 Osage Beach Parkway, number 611.
Yes.
So that is going to be a hopping area. There's no doubt about that.
Correct. You're going to see a ton of commercial pop up in that area once the amusement park's up. You're going to see additional fast food restaurants, shops, everything else. So if you're talking about picking up a really good investment at a great price point at this time, that would be one.
Absolutely.
The owners of it have done quite a few renovations in it. It's turnkey, ready to go up. I'm making that up. It's most furnishings are included in it. It's not on the water. It is lake view, but Hawk's Nest sits. How'd you say it? It's pretty steep, and so your second tier properties look over
great view,
and you've got another great view,
unobstructed.
Yes,
because of how it's laid out.
Yes,
I don't know that I've ever been in that complex.
Okay,
but is it on? So it's directly across, or well, it is across the main channel though. It's not on the same side, obviously, as the.
It would be on the same side as the Oasis.
Okay,
but across the road.
Oh, very good.
Or
okay.
if you're
where we're at though.
If you're across the water at Topsider and you're looking at Oasis, you'd look left of the bridge, and it's just over there. Yeah,
okay,
it's kind of tucked away in there.
Absolutely. And some of the amenities of the complex, so it's 2-tier. They have some waterfront level. They have some second level.
Yes, they've got waterfront, second tier. community slips as well, pool, all the usuals.
All the usuals.
Yeah.
And you could pick this one up for $239.9.
Oh, good.
So
I'm glad
right
you have
under
the sheet.
$240. I know. I brought the cheat sheets this time.
Too many numbers for this little girl.
Well, I love that when we were talking about what we were going to showcase and what you wanted to talk about,
Yeah.
bringing some affordable lake living investment, part-time use,
Yeah.
that all of them have rental opportunities, and all in great locations.
Yeah,
They really
again, you
are.
can't beat the locations of any. And if you pick up a condo, one thing to think about, the house, you always want the view and the cove protection for your slip and everything else and few steps. With a condo, you're getting that. You're getting they're picking some of the best points and locations on the water. So a lot of those condos have amazing views. The docks have wave breaks and all of the things. So kind of best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
Easy maintenance too.
All right, well, now's the time to pick one of these up. And if you guys are interested in checking out any of these condos or any other ones that are on the market right now, because there are a few, which is great. It's going to be a great opportunity to invest down here, kind of dip your toe into owning property at the lake if you don't have any. Contact Jessica, and
Call
she
me
would
anytime.
be happy to show you these properties. Her contact information will be next. And as always, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
See you
absolutely.
soon.
Always fun.
Yep.
All right, stay tuned. We will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Want to get to know local leaders better? It's as simple as tuning in to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. Local leaders, celebrities, heroes, and unknown heroes. The Community Spotlight Show every day on Lake TV.
Are you ready to own your own piece of paradise and build wealth through real estate? Whether you are planning to relocate and live in paradise full-time or looking to buy a second home or investment property, my team and I can help. I'm Michelle Leisman, Senior Loan Officer with the Leisman Mortgage Team at First State Bank. And I know the journey because I've been on this journey. I bought my first piece of paradise here at the Lake of the Ozarks at the age of 18. Let's make your dream a reality. Contact me today.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's hard to believe summer's almost gone and we're starting our Labor Day sale. What's that mean for you? Your best night's sleep ever at a great price. You need to come check out the Stearns & Fosters. We're up to $900 off of adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedics up to $700 off. And the new purples, come check those out at up to $800 off. You get sale prices and free financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture. We're bringing happy home.
I am so excited about this segment. It is going to be one of my favorite, I just know it. I'm here with Pamela Quinn, founder and owner of Lake Days Rentals, and it is really all thanks to Mrs. Pamela Quinn for the fact that I'm even hosting this show and that I met William Holtz. What was it, 2 years ago now? You introduced me to William, and we did a doc series because you are my property manager, and I just wanted to thank you in front of everyone. But she is also a sponsor of the show, so we are huge advocates of our sponsors, and so we want to spotlight our sponsors, find out the why behind their business, and just really share all of the unique aspects that you bring to the lake and your consumers, your customers, and especially the homeowners, which you guys do a phenomenal job of.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. And I'm excited to be here too because when you and Will met that day, it was clear that you two had some clear visions about how you wanted to represent the lake. I mean, it wasn't just the dock, the amazing dock that was at your property that was represented. It was like, what's the lake life and what does the lake life bring? And you two connected so well on that. So it's great to see you here doing this also.
We have some fun and synergy.
Yes, absolutely.
Energy as well.
Yes.
So Lake Days Rentals, what was the vision behind this?
So the vision behind it, honestly, and my husband and I, Mike and I, brought Lake Days Rentals to the lake to fill a gap, but we didn't know the gap was here until we ventured here to buy a lake house. And like many good things here at the lake, it always starts with a boat. That's how our journey started. My husband retired from his federal position And he had this vision of a boat that he wanted, and he found the boat, but the boat didn't really fit in Nebraska. So that's how we came to the lake. We came here looking for a lake where we could enjoy our boat, where we could have a lake home, and it would be secondary investment for us. That was our goal.
Neat.
Yes.
So you had to find a lake for your boat.
Yes.
I love that story.
Yes. And yes, it was, we had used it in Nebraska for about 2 or 3 months, and there, Nebraska is a wonderful state to live in, but the big lakes are a little limited. We were boating on the river, which is a little different. And he had been to the Ozarks with his grandparents. And so he had been to this area, but otherwise we had never been to this area together. And so it was not, we haven't grown up here. We haven't vacationed here. We don't have a huge long history here at the lake. It was close, and the first time that we went, we fell in love with it. In fact, we didn't look at any other lakes after.
It was done.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
So we found a wonderful realtor. There's many here at the lakes, and she helped us find the great spot we needed. And when we bought the home, we intended to use it in investment, vacation rental. We've done real estate investment for about 30 years, so that was our plan.
Right.
But when we went to find a management company, what we found was some great service. But we were looking for technology. We were looking for a set price point based on national averages we had looked at, and the service. So we were looking for those three.
Right.
Yeah, and we didn't find that. So that's where the thought of Lake Days Rentals started, was there's a gap here. Is this a good fit for us? And my husband has a background as a general contractor. I have a background as an executive coach that builds and scales business. So we're like, okay, this could fit.
Right.
So that's how it started. We went through 2021 just exploring the market, tested it with 2 properties, ours that we owned, and the one owner that was the first one to say yes to us. And then after we tested all of the technology, the rate, the understanding of the lake, we started to add properties in September 2021, and we're right above 150 properties right now. So
I love that.
It's been a wonderful journey, wonderful journey.
And you guys live here full time?
We do. After that first season, we transitioned all of our investments in Nebraska, shifted them here to the lake, bought a personal home here at the lake, and yes, our kids go to school here, and we really enjoy living here full time.
I mean, you are so community oriented. I love that about you guys and your family. And you recently opened a tourism center that you saw another kind of gap to serve the lake community. And that is, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. And that was a vision from the start. In fact, if you follow our social media, back in January of 2022, I did a Facebook Live, and my husband was like, "What are you doing?" I did a Facebook Live, and I was like, "We are going to open a tourism center." I think I said June of 2022. It became a reality in May of 2024. We'd been operating out of the property since then, but my vision was, the east side has Wilmore Lodge, this gorgeous property with all the brochures, a view of the lake, and the history of the lake. The west side of the lake doesn't have that.
It was underserved on that aspect.
Yes, and so our goal was to create that for the west side, and we used Wilmore Lodge as a model. So we don't have the multiple rooms with the history, but we have a visual wall with the history, with a huge mural of the lake where,
gorgeous.
yes, people come take pictures there all the time. And we want a place where our tourists will come, not just the ones staying with Lake Days Rentals, but tourists overall, where they can come, ask questions, get brochures, and then also where the community will come. So we have free popcorn, coffee, soda, and snacks all the time, open to anybody, and just friendly face. And so we hope people will come and connect there. That was our goal.
Connect, find out where to go. They're coming in with the family. They need to rent life jackets.
Yes, we have our life jacket rental there as well.
Yeah.
That got a lot of attention for the locals. And
Yes.
Because we live here, and we know that the lake is a wonderful place, but it can be a dangerous place if you don't know how to swim, if you don't understand, that it's dark water. If you go under, it's hard to find. So it's not a swimming pool. And so to have that life jacket on is just so essential.
That's amazing. I absolutely love that. What would you say your favorite part of building Lake Days and what it is and what it's become? Is there one, there's probably more than one thing. But fulfillment-wise, that you really...
Yeah, that's a great question. I have, for 25 years plus, been about experiences. And not just experiences for the people that we serve, but for our staff and anybody on my team, any company that I'm building at the time. I believe in experiences. Experiences are the things that, in 5 years you look back and like, that was amazing.
Right.
So that's the thing that fills my cup. And we are able to create it for our guests. I mean, that's truly the service of hospitality. Mm-hmm. But we create it for our owners too. When our owners come to use their lake house, they're validated because they're making money on that lake house. It's not a huge stressor for them, but they walk into the door as a guest. Yeah. They walk into the door with everything stocked like it would be for a guest. They walk into the door with everything cleaned as it would be. They walk into the door to have a wonderful lake experience, just like our guests do. So that's wonderful. And then our staff, they see that. They see the reviews. They see the pictures that we get from our guests and from our owners. And so everybody is partaking in this amazing experience that they're really creating value. That's wonderful.
And I can speak firsthand to that. Coming in to your own lake house and knowing that you're renting it, sometimes it's a little angst as an owner. And you guys are flexible. They answer my questions at all hours, all my crazy questions. But just walking into the house, like you said, being fully stocked, I'm not having to worry about whether or not I have to purchase toiletries or anything along those lines. That's all taken care of. And I just want to thank you from that aspect. And, coming in to the lake, if renting the house is something that you want to look into, there's Airbnb, VRBO, and there's nothing wrong with that. But having somebody that is creating the experience and it's your full-time job and will take care of your property for you, you have peace of mind with a company like this. Really, guys, check out the Tourism Center. What is the address of the Tourism Center?
So the address of the Tourism Center is 208 North Main Street, and it's in Laurie. Gravois Mills. And it's right next to Town and Country. So right next to the supermarket, great location. Just stop in and say hi. Yeah, we'd love to see you.
Check it out.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, again, and thank you for being a sponsor of the show and helping us deliver this to everyone. And we will have all of the contact information for Lake Days on the screen here after we get done speaking.
Awesome.
And it was wonderful to see you as always.
Good to see you as well. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Are you ready to own your own piece of paradise and build wealth through real estate? Whether you are planning to relocate and live in paradise full-time or looking to buy a second home or investment property, my team and I can help. I'm Michelle Leisman, Senior Loan Officer with the Leisman Mortgage Team at First State Bank. And I know the journey because I've been on this journey. I bought my first piece of paradise here at the Lake of the Ozarks at the age of 18. Let's make your dream a reality. Contact me today.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's hard to believe summer's almost gone and we're starting our Labor Day sale. What's that mean for you? Your best night's sleep ever at a great price. You need to come check out the Stearns & Fosters. We're up to $900 off of adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedics up to $700 off. And the new purples, come check those out at up to $800 off. You get sale prices and free financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Welcome back. We've got Matt Shrimp. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'm doing good. I got my Halloween earrings on. It's Halloween today.
Big day. Kids are excited.
Kids are excited. Yeah. I'm excited. So you are going to talk about pretty iconic property.
It is.
If you've been on the water at the lake, you've more than likely seen this house. It's 648 Black Hawk.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about it.
All right, so this home is located in Lake Ozark. It's in Black Hawk subdivision, and like Michelle said, if you're a boater on the lake, you probably will recognize this house. It's very unique.
It is.
It was way ahead of its time when it was built in 1991, and it has been the focus of many boat conversations over the last several years.
It just has some cool aesthetics on the outside. The architecture and the the deck and the flow all the way down to the lake. How many levels is the house itself on the inside?
It's 2 levels.
2 levels, okay.
Yes.
Looks like it's 3 from
Well,
the way it's built, though.
Yeah, the garage is up a little bit from that, so it does look like 3 levels, and there's multiple levels of decks, and it's really a neat design.
It really is. Since we're talking about the outside, seeing it by water, where is it located approximately on water?
I'd say approximately the 13-mile marker.
Yeah, very good. So tell us a little bit about the inside. Bedroom count, bath count, square footage, all the good stuff.
Yeah, the home it's nearly 7,000 square feet, so it's a big house.
Oh my goodness, yes.
5 bedrooms, 5 baths, multiple living areas, several bar areas.
That's important.
Game area. 3-car garage.
Very good.
So you've always got plenty of room to entertain at this house.
Have parking. Yeah.
My favorite feature, I think, is the decks. You mentioned the decks, and they're beautiful. They're porcelain tiled decks.
Really?
There's several different levels. One of them screened. One of the most unique features is there's a walkway that leads to a separate but connected circle deck. And it overhangs the lake.
Are those like martini decks? I mean, would it be considered a martini deck? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just unique because it's 2 layers.
It is.
2 stories, and it overhangs the lake, and it's circle. So it's just
Right.
You can look up and down the lake. It's an amazing spot to
Views
sit.
for days both ways.
Exactly.
Up the lake and down the lake. So inside, you said there's multiple entertaining areas. Is there kitchens on both levels?
There's one kitchen up top, and then down below is more bar areas, but it definitely could be a kitchen area.
Could be like a little kitchenette.
Yeah.
Yeah. And turnkey? Are they
Yes.
selling it turnkey?
It's-
oh my goodness.
It's really neat. It's kind of retro. It could be updated with minimal effort, but part of its charm is how it all shows and goes so well together, and it needs to be seen kind of as it sits, because it's really cool. It's beautiful.
It has a lot of character.
It does,
to say the least. From the outside, the iconic aspect when you drive by, sitting up on the bluff. Now, is there access to the lake? It's on the main channel, right?
Yes, it is, but it does have great access. It's got 101 feet of shoreline.
Oh wow!
You could put any dock you want there. Not any dock, but pretty much any dock
Pretty
you
good
want.
sized dock.
Yes, and it's also it's a short golf cart ride to a community dock where you could rent or buy a slip in there as well.
Okay, so this Black Hawk subdivision itself, so there's a community dock. Do they have other amenities that the homeowners have access to, or is that just the community dock? I shouldn't say just. But, yeah.
It does have a community pool.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And by land, what are we talking?
Just off Horseshoe Bend, kind of by Little Rizzo's, right there in that area.
I was there just earlier this week.
Awful good.
Yeah, I should have stopped in and checked it out. So if someone wanted to come and check it out, how much could they pick this house up for?
This house is $1,950,000.
Okay.
And if you were looking for, as you said, an iconic estate here at Lake of the Ozarks, this is a really unique home that you need to come see. I guarantee you'll be impressed. It's like you're pulling up to a home in Beverly Hills. It's something unlike you see here at the lake, and then you open those doors and you walk in the home and you're just blown away with the view. I mean, the view is just one of a kind. The house is one of a kind, and you're going to love it.
Yes. Well, I would love to take a tour of it.
Anytime. We do hold it open very often on the weekends.
Okay.
And would love to have you come see it.
Very good. So keep an eye out for the open house listings. Go by and check it out. And if you want to go see the house, definitely contact Matt and his team. They'll be happy to show you the house.
Yes.
And it is one of a kind, very, very beautiful estate at the lake.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing it to us. Very excited, and I'm sure it will not last long.
My pleasure.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of LOZ Premier Properties. We showed you a beautiful home that's kind of a staple, iconic property, and then also a few options if you want to dive in, invest, have a condo, and just dip your toes into the market out here. And then, of course, Pamela Quinn can always help you rent those out. If you have any questions with regards to any of the properties or property rentals, contact one of those three, Matt Shrimp, Jessica Bruce, or Pamela Quinn. They would love to help you. Hope to see you at next week's episode of LOZ Premier Properties.